Vietnamese educational system has evolved through several stages. During the earliest stage following Chinese rule until 1858, traditional education reflected Chinese thoughts and ideals. This is most likely as a result of nearly a millennium under Chinese domination. This included strong influences from the philosophies of Confucianism, Taoism, and Buddhism. Education was modified again when the French gained rule in the late 1800s. Educating the Vietnamese people was not a priority for the French. A few schools were open to train clerks and interpreters. Some of the more wealthy Vietnamese went to France for education, but educational opportunities for the majority were minimal. In 1945, Ho Chi Minh, or Uncle Ho, as he's affectionately called, declared Vietnam's independence once again. President Ho Chi Minh decided the new government's priorities would be fighting against poverty, illiteracy, and invaders. His new philosophy for education was an illiterate nation is a powerless one. However, northern Vietnam implemented a new education system which was inspired by the Soviet Union, while southern Vietnam continued with the French educational system. With the end of the Vietnam War in 1975, the Ministry of Education, or MOET, removed any leftover influences of the previous education system. It ran anti-illiteracy activities for people aged 12 to 50 years old. A new 12-year curriculum was quickly developed and issued. The Doi Moi reform in 1986 pushed for more funding for institutions, a higher percentage of government funds allocated to the education system, and invited more privatization of institutions. In 1998, the first education law was passed. In 2005, the second law passed. The amended law allowed for public, people-funded, and private schools. It also made education universal for the primary and lower secondary educations. In 2012, upper secondary education was made universal as well. In 2018, yet another amendment was passed called the University Education Law. MOET hopes to upgrade tertiary education quality through this law.